Welcome back to Boom and Bust. I'm your host, Tony Clement, having a dialogue with Yvonne Robertson. She is the CEO of Matrix Power Services Limited. Yvonne, we've talked a little bit about some of the major challenges and the effects of those challenges on small businesses. Give us your assessment. How is government helping or indeed not helping small business given these challenges?
So, Tony, I could give you so many stories directly from these owners. I'm going to tell you, let's take, for example, the CEBA loan. The CEBA loan was a $40,000 emergency relief loan to small business owners that was issued during the pandemic. Right. 900,000 businesses accepted this loan. And the deal was that they had, if you agreed to repay it, up to a $60,000 loan, you would be forgiven $20,000. So this is almost, I've never heard of this before. But you had, the caveat was you had 1 year to pay it back.
Right.
So then Minister Freeland, the Minister of Finance, realized it was a little tight to expect someone to pay back $40,000 in the worst economic climate that we've ever seen. So they extended it for a year, and it's allowed people to kind of breathe. And entrepreneurs by nature are very particular about their taxes, paying their taxes, covering payroll, doing everything right so that they can survive one more year. It's how we live. But it was too tight. The time frame to repay a $40,000 loan within 24 months was too tight. So the government said, cheekily enough, we will extend it another year. So everyone just kind of sat back and said, wow, we have until December 2024. But what was not qualified is that the minister meant, we'll give you 18 more days.
Oh.
You can pay it back January 18th, 2024. So, you know, this is kind of disheartening where it's they're getting cute with words. You know, so everyone now is applying to their banks. The bank loans are coming in at 9%, 9.99%, where the Canadian prime rate as of yesterday was 7.2. So, I mean, people are suffocating, and the Canadian government is just not there. There's almost a bit of a hostility towards small business that we have felt since this government took shape in the 2016, 2017.
Yeah, and I know that the you mentioned the Canadian Federation of Independent Business and other small business advocates have been trying to get the attention of Minister Freeland and the federal government, saying, look, you know, this is going to be kind of catastrophic on the whole sector, but really not a lot of feedback from them as of yet, right?
Crickets. Like, we've heard nothing. And, you know, it's convenient that it's the holidays and they're all within their ridings. But, you know, if these businesses start falling apart and closing, there is, I mean, catastrophic. Exports, 45% of our Canadian exports are derived from small businesses.
Right.
I've been a huge exporter. And I mean, the climate abroad is so much more welcoming. I could tell you stories, Tony. 16 businesses in my riding, when I started counting in about 2019, have sold their businesses and left with their kids, everything. And most of them have the same answer. I'm like, you're gone completely? They said, Yvonne, we don't even want a magazine subscription.
Right,
like,
right,
you know?
Right. Yeah, no, I hear you. I just want to make sure that our audience has the full picture. So also on January 1st, there were new taxes, new CPP obligations. Is that another thing that has to be absorbed by small business?
Oh, apparently, yeah, there's 4 new taxes that that the Canadian government is introducing, not necessarily in this order of relevance, but there's a new alcohol excise tax.
Right.
There is increase in CPP and EI rates, and there's an additional tax coming. And in Ontario, minimum wage is going up 6.8% in October. You know, there's so much headwind. Throw in a little, the carbon tax is coming too. So like, there's so much headwind. It's sometimes you wonder if it's even worth, is it even worth just getting out
carrying
of
on.
bed.
Yeah, exactly. Carrying on and trying to fight against the headwinds. That's basically what you're saying. We're gonna. What I want to do. We're coming up to the break again. But what I want to do after the break is talk about potential solutions and also, what I've heard from talking to all the other small business owners is that there's a shortage of good workers. So these are another couple of important topics. So we'll be back with our guest, Yvonne Robertson, after the break. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.